Hello TacAM viewers and hello TacAM fans, most importantly, welcome to Open 10 Group D playoffs. As you guys see right in front of us, we have the picks for this match. It's Ancient, Nuke and Anubis left over as the decider. This will be probably one of the most interesting matches I have casted in a while, because this will be a BO3. We are done with BO1s for this season. Now it's just gonna be battles of 3. That means 3 maps is the maximum that will be played in this tournament now. Now let's take a look at the beautiful roster of TacAM, which as always is the legendary lineup of Andrew, Colin, Bravo, Fichi and Henzik. The caster for today is of course me, your beautiful Voflicus. And of course the player to watch as always is Andrew with 5 match MVPs this season, 19.5 kills per match, 75 team win rate this season and 1.00 KD this season. So Andrew, pretty much looking at the KD, it's 1 death, 1 kill. Every time he dies he gets minimum of 1 kills. Thankfully for us, usually it's more, but sometimes it levels out with everything. Galactic here for the commentary only. Well, I hope you won't be only for the commentary, of course, because cheering on TacAM is what we need, especially in the playoffs that we are in right now. Now, let's look at the statistics of the maps. We start off with Ancient, which is a map that TacAM have way more experience on. 43 games played, 58% win rate. While Nixed Esports, the team we're playing against today, the UK-sided map here, with only 44% win rate after only 9 matches played. So we have played this map way more, and have way more experience with this map. Now, what else is there to keep an eye on? I think our second player to watch here has to be the legendary Colin with his sniper rifle. Unfortunately, match MVPs this season haven't been his thing. But looking at his average kills, 18.3, he is not too far behind on Andrew. 75% team win rate this season, so a little bit less than Andrew, but still a whopping high amount. And 1.00 KD this season, so he's matching Andrew pretty nicely on that. Apart from that, the rest players, being Bravo, Fuchi, Henzik, they are also good players. They do have their moments, but I think Andrew and Colin are the players here that we will keep a watchful eye on. Those are the players that catch our eyes most often during matches, and the statistics show for it most definitely. Now, looking at statistics just on the FACEIT side, not the season of Open 10 itself of ESEA, 2 of our players still do not have their FACEIT rating for Season 8, but those that do have it is Bravo, that got 2,176 elo, that's level 10, Henzik with 2,513 elo, and Fuchi with 1,800 elo at level 9. As for the enemy team, we have Mikush with 2,319 elo, which is level 10. Vice PNG with only 1,500, so he's level 7. That's definitely a player that will be most likely a slight problem for the enemy team in this match, facing off against TacAM. Then we have Mikesi with 2,000 elo at level 10, and Chaz1 with 2,341 elo, also at level 10. Their only player without any rating this season is Tev, who unfortunately, like I mentioned, did not reach his elo for Season 8 yet. As for the next map, after Ancient, we will have Nuke, which is definitely the Nixed Esports sided map. 25 matches played, 52% win rate, while TacAM have 4 matches played only on Nuke, but do have a 50% win rate. So even though that we don't have as much matches played, maybe the win rate could be on our side. Diving into the statistics of the first map, let's take a look back at the pick again. Here with, of course, Ancient and Nuke. Ancient doesn't have advantaged side. It's a 50-50 for rounds 1 across both sides. That means that both Ts and both CTs win the same amount of rounds as the other side. As for Nuke, the statistics will be different, but we will dive into that later when we get to that map, of course. Now let's take a look into this warm-up phase inside of CS. Of course, slowly we wait for all of the players to arrive. Right now we have, as you see, just 4 players from the Nixed Esports side, while TacAM players are taking their sweet time to arrive inside of the match itself on Ancient. Now, for the players that are interested in skins, I always love to tell my lovely skin collectors a little information about skins. The most valuable skin, the skin of the match here, is the AVP in Bravo's hands, going for around 1,100 euros right now. It's the AVP Desert Hydra field tested. As for the skin battle, so according to the statistics of skins overall for every player, we are winning this here. The skin battle here is won by us. Our inventory of our team is going for around, I believe, 6,500 euros with skins of the likes of a butterfly knife, the Hydra, of course, we mentioned, a Karambit with Fuchi, Colin with a butterfly knife, and Bravo with another butterfly knife, the lore field tested. While the skin value for the enemy team is only 4,817 euros with skins of the likes of AVP Souvenir Desert Hydra, Karambit, a Talon Knife Doppler, Sport Gloves Slingshot, Sport Gloves Violet, and Souvenir Desert Eagle. So statistically, looking at the fact of skins, we are the better side. Now, let's look at something else here. I think we need to take a look at Andrew again. Looking into his statistics of recent matches, well, we can only say that he's been carrying, really. His statistics show that he has a KD of over 1.5, I believe it is, in recent matches, meaning that basically one death is almost 1.5 kill for Andrew. So, well, what can we really say about that? You know, it's just 1 KD statistic. Well, let's take a look at another match. 1.23 KD, 16 kills, 13 deaths, plus 1.28% swing. Headshot percentage of 50%, so 16 kills and 50% of those are headshots. That being, of course, 8 kills being headshots. Now, let's take a look back at the warm-up phase. Now we see Fuchi, Andrew, and Henzig have arrived at the match here. And we are just waiting for Henzig and Bravo to arrive. They have, I believe, just a little bit of time to arrive. We do see Henzik, we do see Bravo now, Henzik, Andrew Fucci, and we have Colin, so everybody is here, and the match will soon begin. I think this is going to be definitely a very interesting match for sure. But looking once again about statistics, I'm just going to be talking about statistics. You know that I love my beautiful statistics. Nixed Esports have won more matches in the recent. They're on a 3-win win streak right now, but we have to look at the fact that meanwhile our win streak maybe isn't the best right now. I believe we do not have a win streak, unfortunately, as we are going to be entering the 9th round here. We've lost our last 2 rounds, but we were playing against the 2nd team in the table and 6th team in the table, while Nixed Esports have been playing against teams that are 115th in the table, 76th in the table, and 87th in the table. Well, interesting tactic here from TacAM. They decide to stab themselves at spawn. I do not know why, but maybe it's fair play. Maybe it's because they picked. Alright, I forgot. In BO3, when you pick the map, you don't pick the side. The enemy team picks the side. I don't know why ESEA didn't have something to manage to do that. A pause as we wait for sides to be picked. I believe that we will have Nixed Esports starting here on CT. And here we go. Nixed Esports starting CT side, TacAM starting T side. And we are now entering the first round of the BO3 of the first round of playoffs. Here we go. We're going to see, of course, a push towards B side from TacAM, but I think that the CTs here, Nixed Esports, will expect this from us. We're going to push 4 players towards cave, 2 already inside. Will we expect the 2-player stack from Nixed here? They get 1 kill. We get the second as they burn up. Oh, but we have to expect that there's 1 player boosted extra. A quick sprint towards A would be good for us here, as all of players from the CT team are mainly around A, but I think no one will spot or slow rotate towards A here. We just have Vice here. And actually, we're going to fake it here. It's going to be a quick fake from TacAM pretending to go towards A, but we actually turn around and go to B. Now the CTs are going to be confused. They did push 3 of their players towards A, leaving just 1 Mikush on B. But now we are going to start this execute into B. We enter the site with 25 seconds to go. The bomb is going down. We have to remember that could be a player cave. Andrew gets 2 kills, 2 beautiful kills, 2 headshots. Oh, but Vice unfortunately gets Andrew. That's a 2v2. Bravo gets Mikish, but unfortunately dies. Now it's just Fuchi against Vice. Oh, what a beautiful shot from Vice PNG. Puts Fuchi down, and it's a defuse from Nixed in the pistol round. And it's going to be 1-0 for them. I think the MVP for this round most definitely went to Vice PNG with his 3 kills, which of 2 were very important kills to finish out the round here for Nixed. And they do call for a timeout after this pistol round, which is an interesting play, but we will see why. Maybe they're thinking of a newer tactic or maybe a different approach on the second round here. They will do a force buy, I believe. Maybe a half force buy. Mikush is still waiting to spend his money. While, of course, an eco round from TacAM following the loss in the first pistol round, which is a classical move from many esports teams inside of ESEA. 2 players rushing towards mid. We have 3 players A, 2 players B. Now it's going to be switch to a 2-1-2 setup from the CT side while we're playing 2-1-2 as well. Oh, but Vice PNG with a quick kill on Bravo unfortunately leaves us 1 man down now. Now we're going to go for mid control. We have to expect the player in Donut. We have to expect the player in Red Room. Fuchi will be first to spot, most likely. Oh, but he doesn't. But thankfully, Colin spots it for it. We have to remember, this is an eco round. We have to take it slowly and just get whatever we can out of this round. Andrew making sound on B. Causing movement from Tev, pushing back into short. I think it was a slight fake out to take some ears, to take some eyes off of the ramp. But unfortunately for him, it won't be much. Mikush does get a dink from Colin. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't land a single hit on him. But now we will start walking into the site. Mikush drops, doesn't get a kill. Chaz left defending the site. Fuchi down. And the bomb will start going down here in this eco round. We will have 1 FAMAS for Colin to use. Unfortunately, Henzik is down. Andrew is down. And it's just Colin left now. Colin against 4. Oh, but unfortunately for Colin, he doesn't even get 1 kill. He misses out on the CT player. And unfortunately, it's 2-0 for Nixed. Now we will see a force buy from TacAM finally after this eco round. It was a good eco round. We did put a bomb down, but which is $300 extra for each player inside of our team. But unfortunately, only 1 kill from, I believe it was either Future or Bravo there, or Henzik getting the kill coming out of A main on Mikush. But apart from that, not much happened. So not much money for TacAM. Now, oh, aggressive play from the CT side, trying to spot something inside of heaven. They don't do it, but shots go off from Andrew. Now slowly going to cave Andrew. He will have 2 players to fight with, but I think he's gonna try and lurk it for now. The CT smoke it off. Quietly, Colin has to expect the player to beyond long. Has to expect the player to be hiding to the left of ramp. Fuchi, the entire T side team now rotating towards B. We do have 3 players on A from the CT side, so we did manage to get at least a couple of them to a different spot. Now the execute starts. We enter the site. Fuchi gets Vice. Tev unfortunately gets Bravo, but will die to Andrew on cave. Bomb is going down. 3 versus 4. All 3 players from the CT side are on short and long. I don't think we do know that is the case here. Smokes from the CT side coming for a retake. Henzik here just slightly jabs the players. And the bomb will explode, but I think we will lose everyone here. Yes, we will. It's the first round won for TacAM, but unfortunately, we all die with this round. But the economy for the CT side has been harmed. But as we will have to force buy once again to try and keep pushing this match forward. Now towards A go the T side TacAM. 2 players mid from the CT side again, 2 players B and 1 player in Donut. Four players waiting outside of middle for TacAM. Now just Fuchi slowly inching forward towards Henzik on A. I think Henzik has made it pretty clear for himself that the site is pretty clear. Andrew dies. Andrew gets a kill. Colin gets a kill. But the AVP is here waiting. I thought that it was going to be a kill. But unfortunately, it's a missed shot for Chaz. And Colin gets the kill. It's 2 players for this T side left. The T side, the CT side tried to force this. Oh, Colin with a beautiful shot. And now it's just Vice left. Vice is trying to save this MP9. Trying to save anything he can keep, really. Unfortunately for us, Fuchi dies, but Andrew right behind him gets Vice. And the round is ours. We save most of our money, but the play from the CT side in Nixed will unfortunately force them to currently play a eco round. While TacAM, with maybe not the best economy, but definitely better than it was, and these 2 rounds pushed forward by them, is something very good. Now we see another push towards A, but this time the CTs will read us beautifully, but they stand like beautiful thing from TacAM here. The CTs, we could say that they just stood in a line waiting to be shot there. The flash was perfect. Flashed 3 out of 5 players there. We do lose Fuchi, but the CT players got blocked in such a place that we just had to shoot in front of us and just shoot them down. Now the CT side, with a terrible eco unfortunately for them, will have to force this, while the economy for TacAM is looking better and better the further it goes. 3 players on B ramp. 2 on K from the CT side. 1 looking towards Heaven. The other looking towards B. We have 2 players mid. Nice grenade from Henzik. Unfortunately does not deal any damage. Now here comes the execute on B. Unfortunately the smoke will... Oh, but Vice, even though that he was turned around, Andrew does not manage to get the kill. Now we have the site. Bomb is going down. One McKessie is on short. While we set up defense. We will have another Chaz now reinforcing Mikeshi as they start to enter. Henzik might try to catch this player off guard here. And he will. Now it's just 2v2. Gets one. Mikeshi didn't expect one player to be on cave. Colin, and Henzik beautifully gets the last kill. And it's another round for TacAM. Let's watch the replay. Henzik here gets the kill on the ramp. Then Colin catches the player trying to defuse the bomb. Then they just wait. They wait. Here comes the kill from Chaz on Colin. But Henzik reinforcing gets the kill in return. And it's another round for TacAM. The economy for TacAM is now looking even more beautifully, while the CTs are forced for yet another eco, and they will once again try to push this towards A main. They will get Colin, but unfortunately, once again, it will be murder. Now just one Mikeshi left. And unfortunately for him, it won't work. Another round for TacAM. Let's look at the replay once again. Another bloodshed on A main. We see 4 of our players going against 4 CT players on A. Unfortunately, we do lose Colin in the first seconds here. But once the grenade explodes and once the grenade shows us what's behind the smoke, the bullets go flying. And the CTs get shredded apart. And the CTs will try to force yet again. It's like a cycle from them. Just... Oh, Colin with his beautiful rush towards cave to get the early kill on somebody pushing. Bravo gets another one. B-site is open. In the meantime, we did shred apart everybody on mid. And it's just Chaz with a AVP left. And after this, it will most likely be yet another eco from Nixed, while TacAM beautifully entered this round, shredding apart the CTs. Firstly on B, Colin with his beautiful rush towards the cave, of course. We could say that it's his signature move by now, really. We do see that every time we play Ancient, at least a couple times he does it. Henzik unfortunately dies to Chaz here, trying to hunt him down, but now we know where he is. Unfortunately, we lose another one. I don't think it's worth pushing anymore. Is it worth losing more and more just to make sure that he doesn't keep the AVP? Now from 2 sides we will come. And we get the kill, but unfortunately, we do lose 3 of our players in the meantime. Let's take a look at this replay once again. We see Colin here, the signature move towards cave, takes out the rushing player that tries to put some utility down. Then Bravo through the wall with a kill. Then we see Fuchi get kills on mid. And it leaves just Chaz left from the CT side, and TacAM go for a timeout before we enter the 9th round of this match. As GLaDOS says, we have the money to lose players. Yeah, of course we do. I'm not saying we don't, but after all, it is extra money for the CT side that I don't think is fully worth giving away. But if it takes away the AVP, then maybe, just maybe, it is quite worth it. And after the TacAM timeout, we see a Nixed timeout. So timeout after timeout here. Pretty interesting play from both sides. And the CT side will try to force this once again. Right now, I think, well, a heavy underperformance from Mikush from Nixed Esports, going 0-8. Not a single kill for him, while Andrew, like I said, was the player to watch, and he is going 11-5. So, after all, I think my statistics that I show and talk about before every match do have some type of meaning. While a rush from the CT side towards B ramp will unfortunately leave A side open. Mikush finally gets 2 kills. Yes, 3 kills. Mikush, I think I spoke too soon about him underperforming. Now he's finally getting the kills. I think the grenade will finish him off. Yes, it will. Oh, but the CT players are throwing themselves at us. Unfortunately, Vice does get the kill. Now just Fuchi left. Fuchi with barely any HP against 2 full HP players. And unfortunately, for us, it will not work out. Mikush, I think, with the MVP for this round. Beautiful play from him on Donut, getting those 3 crucial kills to stop TacAM with, for now, 6-round win streak. Now, economy looking slightly worse for TacAM now after these rounds. But yet again, it will appear to be a force buy from Nixed, because we did manage to get a lot of damage in on them. Oh, but Mikush with the grenade under his own feet. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful flash from Colin. Does get Andrew the kill and the grenade, of course. But unfortunately, Colin does sacrifice himself with this utility. We do have all of our players on B, but there is also 3 different CT players here defending, while Mikush is quickly scouting out A to make sure that there's nothing happening there. So unfortunately for us, we are also making sound. So but now I think it was a sound cue play from us trying to. Oh, Chaz. Unfortunately, flashed, but gets the kill. Tab also gets the kill. Then Fuchi gets one more. Unfortunately, Henzik does drop to Mikesi. It's Mikush and Mikesi left against one Fuchi once again. This time, better for him, because Mikesi is hurt. We believe in Fuchi here. Oh, but unfortunately, Mikushi gets his 4th of the round. And it will be a 4th point for Nixed. Now I believe TacAM will go for a force buy here. While the economy for the CT side is looking better than it was. And I think that the win streak is now looking better for Nixed here, as they're slowly starting to come back the losses they took for 6 rounds. Oh, we have to expect the AVP there. Unfortunately, Fuchi does drop. Oh, Dono player gets 2. Mikushi making his comeback with the KD here. Oh, but unfortunately the CT players have, as we said, locked in. Now it's just Henzik left, dodging the bullets here. He'll try to walk out. Oh, more damage being dealt to him. And unfortunately, he does not get the kill on Vice. One more bullet would have been enough, but unfortunately, that one extra bullet did not go out for him. Henzik Matrix. Yeah, dodging the bullets definitely was something that I like to see. It's definitely always interesting to see players dodge bullets successfully, of course. Now we are seeing another setup for B here from TacAM. Oh, bravo with the double kill with one shot. Takes out two players. Unfortunately, Chaz does take out Bravo and Andrew, but three very interesting and very good kills from Bravo. Now Henze gets the kill. Oh, but will Chaz expect a Red Room player? Yes, he will. But unfortunately for him, he misses the shot, and it's 7-5 until the halftime for TacAM. Let's take a look at the replay here. We just have to see this from Bravo once again. The players peek in, and he just disrespects them. Disrespect. Vice takes the bullet first, then the bullet keeps on going, takes out his teammate, and it's an exit timeout going into the second half. Very good half, actually, indeed. Even though that statistically, Ancient doesn't have an advantaged side. Like, there's no side that has a bigger advantage on this map. I do have a feeling that the CT side always has, you know, a slight advantage on Ancient. Even if it's minimal, it's still slightly visible the more you watch these matches, of course. Now we are entering round 13, the first round of this second half, as we push 3 players towards mid. As the as the T side, Nick said, decide to go for full A. Actually, 2 players now turning towards mid, so maybe not a full A. But we have 2 players defending mid, just in case. I think we're gonna check Heaven. Oh, but we're gonna be in for a rude surprise. At least Fuchi will be when we find out that this is a execute. The smokes go down, but with the smokes, maybe not exactly in time go this T side, so it will be a couple extra, maybe not a couple extra, but a couple less seconds for them. While Henzik does a beautiful play from A main, taking out 3 players. Oh, but let's not lose this. Let's not put Henzik's work into the dirt. Oh, but Mikushi with a good flash. And he's gonna defuse this. Ah, but unfortunately he tries to sneak it through. But Mikushi gets the kill just in time. Let's take a look at the replay here again. This is unfortunately the old replay. No. So unfortunately we don't have the clip farm from Henzik from that round. Shame on me for not making that replay. As we enter the 14th round of this match here. Eco round, not eco round, forced buy from CT TacAM, going full B. Well, full B it is not. Unless the T side players decide to go towards Heaven, but I don't think that's going to be happening as they take map control of mid. And they go towards Red Room. But we do have Bravo looking towards Red Room, so it is expected that they will be there. Oh, Fuchi gets the kill on Vice without taking a single hit. Now we see the players on Red Room. We're going to rush towards them. Nice flash goes out. Henzik gets one. Andrew gets one. Chaz gets one as well. I think this force will be worth it. Smoke goes down. Chaz gets one. Chaz gets 2. Fuchi gets the last. Gets Chaz. But it's a 2v1 once again. Fuchi making himself known. Well, this grenade will deal damage to him. Leaves him at 67. Gets one. And doesn't get the second. Tries to immediately defuse with Mikeshi still behind Big Box. And it's 7-7. This now will be eco, I think, from TacAM. I don't think there's really a different option they can have after losing 2 rounds in a row, including a 4 spy. So now the eco towards. It's 2-on-2 setup actually, so we are not going with the let's all run towards one side and hope they come, like the Nixed side did on A main twice and unfortunately lost each eco terribly. We're doing a more safe defensive setup here. Of course, ecos are just about getting extra money. Of course, the goal is, after all, to win. But it's not something you can always do in ecos. Most importantly, we do have to get money. Fuchi, unfortunately, killed by Vice on mid. Will Vice expect Colin to also be on mid? No, he will not, and he gets the kill, but unfortunately Mikeshi sneaks up on him from behind and gets him. Now 2 players in Donut, 3 players coming out of Red Room from our side. We do not have any utility. And unfortunately, we just get shredded apart. Let's rewatch this. We slowly make our way forward. Like I said, we did not have any utility for this retake, and we make some noise on Mikeshi with Mikush just decide to spray and pray, and they take us out. Now we will go for a timeout here, going into the 16th round, because we are now losing on our own pick. What tactics could TacAM take here now? We need to win one of these 4 spies. We need one of these 4 spies to give us a victory, to harm the economy of the T side, to give us that push forward that we need right now in the second half of Ancient. This is definitely a very even match for now. I mean, we have, 7-8, so it is even. We go for a 2-3 setup, 2 mid and 3 on B, but we make some noise and decide to retreat it. We do see 1 player. Henzik just makes it outside off of the radius. Colin waiting for someone to enter cave. We know that he loves to wait for some player to just slip out so he can take the shot, and he misses the shot on Vice going over towards, and we have 3 players in mid once again. Andrew seen. Andrew does not get a single kill, unfortunately. And 2 kills from Fuchi, 1 flying in the air. Tries to get the AK, unfortunately does not get it. Mikush gets to A site is open. Henzik and Colin left. 1 going to Temple, but we have 2 players on mid. Gone come from. This can all be decided here. Henzik gets 1. Henzik gets 2. Now it's just Mikush left. Beautiful entry from Colin and Henzik into Donna. Checking every possible angle. Mikush will make himself known sooner or later. We get the kill. Now just the defuse. We have the... we win the force. And it's 8-8. Is this the push that we needed? Our economy, of course, won't be perfect, but we have harmed Nixed's economy as well. Their money is not looking too good. They are forcing. We are forcing as well. Whoever wins this round will be in the upper advantage here. Now we will play 1-2-2 setup with, but 4 players are going towards B from Nixed. We have mid control. We have... Oh, through the smoke for Fuchi. Burns his feet a little bit, trying to go forward. Oh, Bravo slightly harms Tev, I believe it is. Not Tev, pardon me. Vice on ramp. And the T-side players decide, okay, it's time to get out of B. And they start going towards A. We do have 2 players protecting A side. So we can stay with 3 players on B while keeping our 2 protecting A. I think we're gonna start to slowly realize that it's kind of empty here. I think there's nobody on B. But I think we're still gonna be waiting on B. We are hearing utility going off. Now we see Fuchi rotating towards red room. He will not let them take full control. He scans it through, hurts Chaz, now runs towards A. And it's gonna be Donut. 1 kill, 2 kills, 3 kills, and 4 kills. Bravo finishes it off. Chaz unfortunately gets 2, but beautifully played from us. Here we see the scan from Fuchi, make some damage on Chaz, and now the beautiful rotate towards Donut to just shred each player coming out of that smoke there. Chaz, like I said, unfortunately gets 2, but Bravo takes him out finally. Important round indeed. Our economy is now looking better, and it's an eco from the T side, which they will run straight towards B. And Bravo, oh, he hears it. He hears it and decides, I'm not testing it. Henzik, even though that he got slightly hit there from... Oh, Fuchi, beautiful grenade there, opens the smoke. Lets Fuchi get the kill on the boosted player. And now, we just have 3 more players to go, to kill on T side. Henzik, don't let yourself get killed. Fuchi here will be waiting for the 2 players coming out of cave. Gets 1. Will he get the second? There's still 1 player in heaven, but I think we're gonna... Bravo gets him. Now it's just Chaz left with 1 Glock and a Dream. And unfortunately for him, he does not get a kill. And a terrible eco from Nixed leaves them without a single kill and without any fix towards economy. Let's take a look at the replay here. Bravo gets the kill on heaven. Leaves Chaz here with the Glock. But the bomb as well. But the flash here doesn't quite work out. The flash blinds Andrew, I believe, peeking there. So unfortunately for him, he doesn't get the kill. But Bravo does get it indeed. And a force buy now from the T side. Unfortunately, no damage really done from the utility here. Only Vice taken away from 10 HP. From the grenade, as the T side players Nixed start making their way towards A side, but we have Colin, our beautiful sniper there, waiting for somebody to just show themselves slightly while Henzik gets the kill on Vice on B ramp. Now Colin can get a beautiful kill here. If only the auto director here showed us his POV. We will see Tev's POV though, and he dies. Will he get another? He gets another. Colin beautifully does it. Unfortunately, a kill from Mikeshi here on Andrew, but Fuchi dies. Colin dies as well, but Chaz gets killed by Fuchi in the end. Let's take a look at this replay from Colin. Beautifully taking out the players coming out of A main. Tev dropping first, then followed by his teammate Mikush. Unfortunately, a kill here from Mikesi, but the round is won by us, and it's 11-8 for TacAM. Eco from Nick said, wow, the economy for TacAM is looking beautifully. They rush it. They rush it into mid. They burn a lot of their HP off. And we left A undefended. And Henzik will get one kill, damages Tev a lot. One AK with Mikush. Tev waiting for somebody to come temple. He's gonna see Henzik here. But Henzik gets the kill on him. Vice gets Bravo. Henzik gets Vice. Now it's just Mikush and Chaz. Chaz dies first inside of the smoke. And on Donut, there is Mikush left. But I don't think he's gonna have anything to say here. Colin with the no-scope. And he's dead. Beautiful, beautiful round here. Chaz, I just want to take a look at the Colin no-scope once again. We got the POV of him here. He just sees somebody walk out. Just takes the shot without aiming. Beautiful. Now, match point. Well, maybe not match point, but map point to be more exact. But Henzik gets 2 kills. Fuchi gets the 3rd on Tev. And Colin gets 1 on Vice. And this will most likely be a win for TacAM on map 1 of this BO3. Chaz gets Bravo. And Chaz dies to the sniper rifle of Colin. And it is 13-8 on map 1 for TacAM. Now it is time to connect to map 2, which is Nuke. This was a very exciting half. I think we got a little bit scared there at the beginning with the 3 rounds won by the T side as they started to come back, and they actually did make a draw against us. But in the end, we did manage to get that important, those 2 important rounds, most importantly, the force buy and then the double force buy from both teams. Very important matches, very important rounds. And we do get the win on Ancient. Players have 8 minutes to connect to actually 3 minutes to connect to the Nuke map now. Quick switch over. Hello, Lolak. Thank you for coming in. Hello, Lisek, of course, as well. 2 extra viewers for this beautiful match, this BO3 and ECA playoffs Open 10D, with the first map won 13-8 for TacAM. Now we are going to the pick of Nixed with Nuke. As we're gonna wait for the players to, of course, join in. Well, what can we say? Statistically, I think it was a very, very beautiful first map from Andrew and Colin, of course. But I think somebody that shined through, that usually doesn't really do it, was first of all Fuchi, but also I think Bravo showed off really well in this ancient map. So finally, someone else than Andrew and Colin decides to show off a little bit of their skill and get some of the spotlight that we so beautifully always wait for. Now, if Nuke is won by Nixed, we will be having the side on Anubis. Let's maybe take a look at the statistics of course, Nuke. Looking at the statistics of the map Nuke, it is a very, very city-sided map. From what the statistics show, if my statistics, of course, load in, now they did beautifully. The CT round win percentage is 54%, with the T side winning only 45% of rounds. The the pistol round is also an advantage for the CTs with 52%, 47% for the T side. The second round conversion is 83% for the CT side, 77% for the T round, for the T side. The win percentage after getting the first kill in the round is 72% for CTs, 71% for Ts, so pretty even on that. And CT round win percent after winning first death, after receiving first death, is only 28%. So if you die first, the round could be pretty much over. So looking into that, those are the statistics there, with most deaths on the map happening actually around lobby, which is quite surprising, because usually you have most kills happening on the sites, like on B side, A side, maybe outside on Nuke specifically, but it appears that most deaths here happen on lobby, on the entrance towards ramp, and A main and the lobby and hut, or the main places where we see deaths happening. Now let's take a look inside of the match itself. As the warm-up phase is beginning, we are seeing our players being tortured by the Nixed Esports team as they decide to murder us at spawn while we AFK. Maybe a mental play from them. Who knows? We are missing just Colin from from our side here. Fuchi quickly gets ripped apart by the AVP from Chaz. And Fuchi disrespects Vice with a deagle headshot. Let's dive back into the statistics, specifically the statistics for us, for the teams. Like I said, Nuke, 52% win rate for Nixed Esports with 23 matches played here. So over 12 or 11 matches here were won by Nixed. While we've played only 4 matches this maybe not this season, but overall our team together has played only 4 matches on Nuke with a 50% win rate. So we've won only 2 matches here on Nuke. Now we see Colin has arrived. The warm-up phase just about nearing its end. And I will be right back. GLaDOS in chat says, will be interesting to see how they play Nuke. Most definitely, we have not seen TacAM, most definitely this season, play a lot of Nuke. So, it can be quite surprising and interesting how they will play this map. I would look at the statistics of Andrew here for Nuke. He's played 10 matches in Faces here. 1.1 KD, 81 ADR average on Nuke. While maybe not Henzik, which one of our players was this? I think it was Henzik, so pardon me. Let me just double check my statistics here. Yes, it was Henzik that has over 9,000 matches played in Faceit. And on Nuke, he's played 322 matches with a 1.12 KD and almost 80 ADR. So, quite similar to Andrew, just Andrew with a slightly higher ADR. Now, finally, we will see the knife round here happen. Of course, we do expect Nixed Esports to just stab each other. Because, like the rules say, if you pick the map, you do not pick the side you start on. So it is up to Nixed Esports to stab each other on spawn. Who will be the winner of this free-for-all on the T-spawn? And it will be Mikesi jumping around in pride with 4 HP left. That was such a beautiful, prideful jump around from Mikesi that he managed to win the free-for-all on the T-spawn. And we will see what side we will pick. We will start on the CT side, it appears, which was quite expected from us for this map, because like we mentioned, CT-sided map, heavily even we could say CT-sided map. So hopefully we will push this through and manage to get most of the points needed to fight on their T side, as we will see a push towards ramp here from T's. And Vice, I think, was trying to turn on Spinbot there, but unfortunately for him didn't quite work out. Unfortunately, we do lose the rest of the players, and Chaz with a sneaky little lurk on the ladder there in lobby takes out the last 2 players. But Vice with a, I think, distraction there, trying to distract our players from the rest of his teammates that were shooting. And Fuchi is gonna go with a nasty play. The rest of the team does play well. Henzik with a force buy, Fuchi with a force as well. Interesting molly from the T side, mauling themselves. I think they wanted to pretty clearly show us that they are not interested in going towards ramp. While we set up a pretty good defense, I would say. Players looking ramp, players looking towards on A side. So pretty much everything here is set up defensively. We do have 4 players on A though, while ramp is what the players here from the T side will try to play. We get 1 kill. Unfortunately, Mikesi gets another one. Mikesi with just 1 HP. Mikesi down. And the execute 4B starts from the T side. Bomb is down. And it's the 4v3 for TacAM here. But we do not have as much good weapons as we wish we had. And unfortunately, we got shredded apart. Just Henzik left with 11 HP. And he'll try to save this, but Nuke isn't a map known for saving. No, he will just try to fake it. And Tev with the jump peek gets Henzik. Unfortunately for us, just barely the T-side players survive the Mach 10s. So unfortunately for us, they will have extra weapons going into the second round of Nuke. Into the third round, pardon me. 2 rounds were won by them already. Now we will see two other players playing A main, while it's a outside play from the T side, setting up a wall so they can go towards secret. And so they will do. Nice wall setup as they inch towards secret. We are playing eco. So most importantly, we just need to get kills in this round. But of course, we do want to win it in the end. I think a little fake towards A to just, make some noise. Make them think that maybe we're going that direction. 1 player spotted on vents. He will get burned up here. Henzik injured the dice to Tev. Colin came from behind. The grenade will deal some damage. A second grenade will deal even more damage. Oh, quickly tried to do it. Mikesi gets Vice while trying to kill Fuchi. Fuchi tried to quickly do it. Quickly enter. And it's a 4v3 for TacAM. Not for TacAM, for Nixed. But unfortunately for them, Tev with 1 HP. But we are playing eco. We do not have weapons. Tev playing most likely the safest spot there is on Nuke. While we have 1 player entering heaven. This T side apparently decided to kill their own teammates in this round. Unfortunately for us, we do not get kills ourselves, so it's no money for us. But less money for the T side. As they unfortunately do take out 2 of their players. But the economy for the T side is looking very well. As TacAM are now 3-0 down on T. On the CT side. So even though that this map is Nick said with 7 kills in 1 round, indeed. Even though that this is a CT-sided map, unfortunately for us, it's just not the advantage, not the good enough advantage that we need. Fuchi now drops down, making sound, so they will know that there's at least 1 player on A. Now, Henzik pushing towards pushing towards lobby. They're slightly trying to peek out on some players, but unfortunately does not get anyone. Even though the flash was pretty nice. The T side still going fully with full belief in hurting themselves with another grenade under the feet of their own teammate. Now the execute going out for outside. The wall has been set up. We do have Bravo here with an interesting way of checking out. A grenade goes out. Through the molly goes Vice. Colin gets one. Will he get another? 4 more players versus him. He doesn't get it, but beautiful push from Fuchi from behind. Bravo now defending from behind Silo. Oh, but will he expect the player on double doors? He does get one. We have to play time here. And we will manage to win this round by time. First round for TacAM. Colin shortly stops the ramp push from the T side. Very nice defense from Fuchi from going from behind, and the defense on B side from behind Silo, taking out the players on B gates, manages to slow them just perfectly so that they can't plant in time, even though that they have B open. Bravo, the wall, I see in Twitch chat. Yes, indeed. He beautifully defended aside. Another wall setup. 4 players from the T side outside. Unfortunately, 2 of our players die, including Colin with the AVP. Henzik will see from above here. Oh, but Fuchi, don't let the player there catch you, and he doesn't. Just 2 CT players left. Two T players left. 1 with 50 HP, 1 with 94 HP. Unfortunately, we do not expect them to be hiding near Silo. We do get the other one. We're gonna burn him, and we're gonna kill him. Beautifully, second round goes to TacAM in this round, in this match on Nuke, with Fuchi and Henzik surviving. AVP, of course, bought for Colin. The economy is looking pretty good for us, and it will appear to be eco from Nixed after those 2 rounds lost, leaving only Chaz with significant money, while the rest of this team is suffering. Beautifully, Colin waits out the utility, even though the grenades are flying. Bravo gets another one. Fuchi gets a grenade kill, but into the vents goes 1 player. Chaz dies, and it's just Mikushi left. Henzik spots him, gets a couple shots in, and he's gonna kill him. Mikushi trying to just get those extra $300 for his teammates with the bomb plant. Well, unfortunately for him, he doesn't get it, and it's denied. Check PC from Sklados. Indeed. Sometimes I myself just watch these plays that we do, and I just can't believe that, you know, it's doable even on, you know, this level. I thought only major teams could do something like that, but apparently you can do it on any level if you play well enough. Another outside play from the T side here. But they go into A main. Vice gets a kill. Chaz gets Andrew. Andrew is hurt. Chaz is hurt very much. Left with 1 HP, but unfortunately Colin here trying to save the AVP does not get it. And it will be 1 Henzik left on outside to save. Will he expect the player to be on the container? Yes, he will. Now Vice running, sprinting towards outside, trying to get Henzik. Henzik goes into secret. He's not going to try and play this. Not like he could not. Not on Nuke. Nuke is a very hard to retake map. So Henzik saves it. And it's for free for Nixed. Now we go into round 8 here. A full buy from TacAM. The economy allows it. While Nixed is working to get their economy back. Even though that they aren't forcing, it's a full buy from them. The economy is still not looking too well. Fuji dropping down on A. T side. I think this will be a ramp push towards B from them. They do have a player on secret. Jumping down. 2 players on secret actually. Henzik gets 2 kills on ramp. Will he get the third? Yes, he will. 3 important players, including the bomb from Henzik. Beautifully played from him. And we set up defense. We know there's 2 players left. We don't know where they are. If they break this glass, we will hear it. Vice. They're setting up defensive positions as well. I don't think they will try and get this bomb back, especially against 5 of TacAM players. So good, says GLaDOS in chat. Indeed, beautifully played from Henzik with those 3 kills. 27 HP left, but right now Nuke is his map. He's going 11 and 4. Let's take a look at this replay from Henzik. It was beautiful. What else can you say? He peeks out, gets 1, gets the second even though that he's being pre-fired, and then gets the 3rd player who was already waiting for him to peek out. So 2 times he had odds against him and he still managed to get it. And it's a Nixed time at now as they need to force this next round, while the economy for TacAM is looking even better round by round. Now, what tactic will Nixed take after this timeout? What decision will they make? Outside push, it appears. Another wall will be set up here. The same lineups I use on Nuke. Unfortunately, I am not a TacAM player, so I cannot be proud of it. The smokes go down, and now on shift, most likely the T-side players will try and move. Colin. He gets it through the smoke into the head. Beautiful from him. Re-smoked. The wall gets redone by the T-side players as they still decide to go towards secret. 2 players already in secret. 1 still near silo. 1 just inching outside right now. If we were to kill Mikeshi right now on outside where he is alone with only Mikush there to help him, the as that would be the bomb for us, but Mikush, unfortunately for us, does get the kill on Andrew. Oh, but Bravo will make himself known with this reload, and Tev takes him out. Now 2 players from ramp will be retaking this. Henzik gets a kill. Unfortunately, does not get the second. Tev gets it. Colin with the snipe through the wall. And now it's just Mikush left. Near dark. He's gonna try and plant it. He doesn't have time, but Colin gets him. Now they just have to play time. And so they will. Don't peek out. Fuchi will go and try and find Chaz. And unfortunately will die to his Galil, which he manages to save. But unfortunately for them, economy is not good. It will most likely be an eco from the rest of Nixed with just Chaz with the Galil left. While TacAM with their economy looking better, and even better round by round. With Henzik with a whopping 6,000 to spare in his account. Oh, Andrew spots the player on silo. It will be another outside player from the T side. We did play aggressively at first, but we decided that not the thing to do. We've got to push it back. And so we do. We go back to A main. Trying to get some smoke kills here. They will run out into A main, but Andrew gets 2 beautifully. Colin quickly catches a player off guard. And Colin gets another one to finish it. Let's look at this replay here. Tev runs out, Andrew gets him. Then gets another one. Then he does drop to Mikush, but Colin here quickly gets a kill on Vice, that on Chaz that isn't paying attention. Fitchy gets Vice, and Colin gets Mikush trying to take him out on Heaven. Now, for I think the millionth time, we'll see a failed molly from Chaz first of all, but second of all the wall on outside from the T side. But this time we decided to play aggressive on it, but this time it's not the outside that they are going to. Three players on lobby, not free, the entire team on lobby from them. A grenade goes in, makes some damage. Unfortunately, Fitchy doesn't defend it. Henzik does. Henzik gets 2, but doesn't get the third. Mikush gets an A site, is now open. Mikesi gets Andrew, but is left with barely any HP. Chaz unfortunately gets Bravo. Now just Colin left. Oh, they did not hear him drop down. I don't know how that happened. That they didn't hear Colin break his kneecaps jumping off of Heaven. And Colin will most likely just save this. Gets one. And decides it's time to go. But I don't think the 7 HP will be enough for him to survive. And I am right, but Chaz with Mikush also do not survive the round, dying to the bomb. And it's 6-5 going into the last round of the half. Now we will see another utility. Utility is pretty much everything on Nuke here. We will see one player going towards silo, one player on outside. Colin just waiting for somebody to peek ramp. Unfortunately, doesn't get anyone. And we will see Henzik push into lobby quickly, catching one Mikesi off guard, and we are one player up. Oh, and a lovely molly here. Unfortunately, doesn't deal more damage, but does deal 1 HP to Vice. But it's a good molly that stopped them from moving forward. Now Andrew gets a little dink on Mikushi here on outside. Will get help from Fuchi, and they get Mikushi dead. Tev unfortunately entered, but Colin gets Vice. 2 players left. Chaz dead. Now just Tev against 3 TacAM players. Unfortunately, the 2 coming from A main is just too much for him to handle. And it will be 7-5 going into the second half of Nuke. Solid indeed. Very good gameplay from TacAM right now. 7-5 on not their pick on a map that statistically they're less experienced on is very good. Now let's go into this pistol round here. Let's see a ramp hold from the CT side as we enter towards A. We unfortunately get only 1 kill on Vice, while Mikush gets 2 kills on Henzik and Andrew. We do get Mikush in the end. We spot the Heaven player. We spot 2 Heaven players. Chaz unfortunately dies. The bomb is going down. Now it's just Fitchy with Colin. Fitchy unfortunately dies. Now Colin. Oh, Colin disrespected by Mikesi with that peek. Tev diffuses. And it's a pistol round. 1 for Nixed in the second half. Pistol. Now round 14 ahead of us. I'm just not gonna look at the score. I see Lisek already writing the chat. Writing in the chat what the score is. I think we all know what that number means for the teenage viewers inside of our chat as we echo inside of this second round of the second half. We do play 3 players outside. Outside is not protected at all apart for Chaz on Heaven. Bravo now joining in on the fun on outside. If we were to go B, it would be perfect right now. B is fully undefended. Chaz peeking outside, seeing if there's anybody to be seen. Will he spot anyone? He goes back towards A. They only did it for a score. maybe TacAM just let Nixed have one so the score looks nice. Now we start to move with 50 seconds left in this round. Henzik tries to get the shot. Fuchi also tries, but unfortunately Chaz is better. Henzik does get the kill on Mikush. Vice with the XM here gets Henzik. Chaz does get Colin. Bravo does get Vice with a beautiful headshot, and we will plant A. We will retrieve weapons from the bodies of the fallen. Oh, unfortunately, Bravo jumps straight into the hands of Mikesi, and Andrew is left against Tev, who comes out of vent and takes him out. And it's 7-7. The map is once again a draw. A forced buy now from TacAM, full buy from Nixed as their economy is pretty good right now. Maybe not the best, but it is good. Henzik right now carrying TacAM, we could say. 17 kills, 8 deaths from Henzik. Right now the MVP for TacAM in this map. Will we expect a player on ramp? We must. We will most likely try to make this move towards ramp. If it happens, if we get this kill on Mikesi protecting ramp, then B will be wide open for us to take. And now we start walking into ramp. Mikush definitely heard it. Mikesi dropped down to B to defend. He has Vice as reinforcements now. We will make our way back to A. Now that we know for a fact that players, some players have decided to go back to B to defend. Now Vice will make his way once again back towards A side. Oh, unfortunately, Fuchi doesn't get it, but Andrew gets it, Henzik gets it, and Bravo gets it. And now just 2 players left against 4 of TacAM. The bomb is down. Mikesi with a M4, MP, not an MP5. I forgot the name of the weapon that Chaz is holding, but I do have the exact skin that Chaz is holding in his hands. So that's one thing I can relate to. But I think that this does appear to be a save from the CT side. We will push towards him to try and take away from him that M4 he is holding. And we will do that without losing a single person. Just Chance left with his weapon. But it's an SMG that will not make a big difference, but it will make some type of difference. Not a massive one, but it is a weapon saved. It will go out to Mikesi as Nixed Esports decide that it's time to stop and think through about what they will do going forward. Now round 16 ahead of us. As we inch closer and closer round by round to the end of Nuke here. And will it be 2-0 for TacAM or will it be 1-1? And will we see Anubis as a decider here? Half eco, half I mean not a half eco, a full eco almost from the CT side, but they do have that weapon saved by Chaz, but they will be going into secret now, taking out Tev. Chaz gets 1 kill, but unfortunately does not get any more. Andrew gets him. And Vice tries to get somebody, but Henzik with the AK, of course better than a 5.7. And gets it. Mikush tried to get something. Fuchi gets him. Henzik gets the last Mikesi. And it is 9-7 for TacAM. Let's take a look at this replay here. Vice dropped by Henzik. Very harshly. Now here is the funny part. Fuchi didn't really even expect Mikush to be there. He just saw somebody in front of him, started shooting, and it worked. A big surprise from Mikush, unfortunately for Mikush. It wasn't a good enough surprise to get a kill off, even though he did deal some damage. Now a forced buy will happen from Nixed with Chaz, of course, having most money, buying an AVP. Oh, and he will be waiting on ramp. We do make ourselves known on outside. But we will make our way. Oh, but Chaz with the shot from hell on Andrew. Tev with the kill on Bravo. And we are 2 players down. Oh, but Henzik pulls out a grenade and doesn't expect Vice to drop down to XM. Very, very dirty playing from Vice using the XM. But when you're losing, anything that works shall be used. And Colin most likely will try and just save this AVP. Because he's 1v4. Shots go off. Oh, I don't think he's trying to save this anymore. He does get the shot on Mikush, but unfortunately for him, it does go through the boxes and doesn't kill him. Now round 18, and well, what can we say about Nuke right now on the score? Well, it's very, very even. It's 8-9, and it just went 6-7, 7-7, 8-7, 8-8, and 8-9 now. Or a little different, but very, very similar to what I just explained. We do smoke off. I believe that is Tev on Garage, and Colin spots him over the smokes and gets him out of Garage with a nice shot. Fuchi gets Vice that tries to sneak into vents, and we are now 2 players up. Unfortunately, Mikesi does get Henzik. Chaz gets... Oh, but Chaz gets Colin. Colin misses his shot, and it's a 3v2 now. How will we decide to play this? We're slowly inching our way forward. Mikush getting into a position where he doesn't see vents, which is good for us, but now he will look towards there. Will we lose Fuchi in vents? I don't think we will. He went back. Will this be a save, or will they try to push this through? Beautiful smoke from Fuchi there. Perfectly smokes off the stairs on secret. In case any CT wanted to take a look at them, of course. And the bomb is gained by us. We do plant just in time on B. We heard the player drop down. Unfortunately, Mikush with the better reaction time gets Fuchi. Andrew does get him. Hurts Mikeshi heavily. Gets Mikeshi. Chaz versus Andrew. He's defusing. And unfortunately for Chaz, Andrew just gets there in time to put up a bullet into his head. Let's take a look at that once again. Mikeshi here, kill from window. The defuse starts. Andrew has to run towards the bomb, and just in time, half a second left, puts the bullet into his head and wins the 10th round for TacAM. Now, a force buy from Nixed as they go into this 19th round. In chat we see, I love him, Andrew, Clutch Drew. He is just insane. He has got ice in his veins indeed. You could not describe this any better. Colin gets a shot on Tev, trying to enter through A main. Fuchi gets the kill on Vice before the smoke goes down. It's a 4v2 now. Chaz with Mikeshi left. Chaz makes it out of the smoke, but doesn't get a kill. Just hurts one of our players now. Mikeshi with a MP9 left on heaven. There's not much he can do. There's 2 players looking in his direction. And that MP9 on this distance, it's just not gonna work. He tries it, flashes, drops down, and he gets Andrew and Fuchi, it appears, but unfortunately dies to Henzik, and round is over. It's 11-8 for TacAM, and Nixed have to go for a timeout. Tactics have been talking over by Nixed. Time of their timeout has run out, and now we will be going into round 20. Now Fuchi on silo. Making a very interesting thing here. He's lining up a molly. Chaz dirtily waiting with a Zeus during this eco. Well, as long as we do not make it a push through hut, we should be okay. Andrew disconnects. I think Andrew just, unfortunately for us, crashed. His game crashed, or he disconnected. Unfortunately, something must have happened. And now I think Chaz will get the option with the Zeus here on Bravo. But will die. Vice tries to get from behind. Unfortunately, doesn't get it. Now the bomb is going down. Will he expect the 2 players in lobby? Now going into hut slowly. We smoke it off. Smart play from Colin. He will be playing there closely. Tev going towards small door to make an entry from there, while Colin will be expecting a player to come out of hut. Henzik gets Tev. Just Mikesi left with a AK. And Colin rips him apart. Andrew was too powerful for his own circuitry. Indeed, the PC itself said, he's too good. We have to stop him. And even though that we lose Andrew early into the round because of the disconnection, we still managed to push this round to make it a 12-8. This was an eco from Nixed, so it was expected anyways, but playing a player down could have made it a bit harder for us. But thankfully, we push it through. And it will be a force buy from Nixed, of course, as expected. While economy for TacAM is greatly better than the Nixed one. And we'll see if Andrew manages to reconnect with this timeout here. It would be quite unfortunate if he didn't come back, especially when we're winning. But even if Nixed managed to pull back these 4 points, it will be overtime. We have overtime secured, so we don't have to worry about them winning if they start pushing us through now. But the lack of Andrew is something we don't want to have. Even though the Henzik is destroying everyone right now with a 25-10 KD. That guy is carrying TacAM right now in this nuke. The match itself has been now paused as we wait for Andrew to reconnect. Now, let's take a look into the top right corner of the screen at the picked winner and score. Of course, the picks was Ancient, Nuke, and Anubis. Where on Ancient we won 13-8. Now we are playing Nuke, which was picked by Nixed. So, looking at the fact that we won the first map, even if we were to somehow lose this Nuke, we would still be playing a third map, which would be deciding this playoff match. Quick reminder, in playoffs, whoever loses is out. There's no mercy, there's no lower bracket here. Once you're out, you are out. There's nothing left for you. And you can say bye-bye to any dreams that you had. Looking at other matches right now, we see that most of them that have ended by now were ended with 2-0 scores. Only one match I found has ended 2-1 in the playoffs right now. And we're waiting for the rest of the matches to finish. As we go into this last round, Andrew has thankfully returned to the map, to the game, as we decide to go for an outside execute. But Vice here will get the kill on Henzik, a very early kill. And Mikesi will die, will kill Andrew. And we're 2 players down now. But we do have control of ramp. But we'll make our way back. Expecting a rotate from the players there. The city players. Well, unfortunately for us, with them having more players, they're more flexible when it comes to what they have. And Mikush gets the kill. Colin gets the kill on Mikush, but it's a 4v2. We need wonder work right now. We do have Fuchi going into heaven. And the bomb is going down. Unfortunately, Chaz gets Fuchi. And Tev gets Colin. And it is 12-9 for Nixed, for TacAM, as they win this force with 4 of their players alive, which is not very good for us, as now we will be the ones that will have to force this. And now it is time for the second match point now. Pardon me. The second match point now, as Nick said, won the first one, so they managed to stop us from winning. But now the second one, as we push forward, and we decide to eco this. We will not force it. We will eco. Vice did make himself known, dropping down from hut. We climb our way into the site. We do get a kill on Andrew. Mikush is still left there. And Chaz gets Bravo there. Unfortunately, we quickly get shredded apart in this eco. And let's take a look at the replay. We quickly exit hut. We do get the kill on Vice, but we did not expect Mikish to be behind the silos there. The Chaz kill definitely being the funny one with just seeing Bravo's body fly past Mikish's screen. So unfortunately for us, Nixed get the 10th point on Nuke as we enter the 3rd match point with now a force buy. Beautiful flash on Tev, blinding him completely. A lot of jumping around on outside from us. We are making ourselves known, but we go into secret with not a single CT player on B to protect. We have 4 of our players in secret. Now they start dropping down through vents. Not yet, but they are slowly making it like that. Bravo gets the kill. Will he expect the player behind him? He will, and he does get it beautifully from Bravo. Very, very important kills from him on lobby. Tev now fighting here with Bravo. Bravo after those 2 kills. All we can say to him is his nickname, aka Bravo, Bravo. Because just Bravo for that play from him. Now it's a 4v3. Henzik gets the kill. Now just 1 chance left. Can we get this first playoff match over in this round? Will it be over? Will we win? 4 players left for Chaz. He has to try this. He cannot save because this is the match point. Will we get this? He starts walking, and we get it. Ladies and gentlemen, 13-10 on Nuke. And it's 2-0 in the series of BO3 for TacAM as we win the first playoff match of this season. Let's quickly take a replay at Bravo here. Beautiful play in this last round. Firstly, taking out Mikesi here on ramp, then expecting the player from lobby to push towards him. Gets Vice here. Beautifully, he does die later on, but his work is what gave us this win in this last round that we needed. Ladies and gentlemen, it was me, Voflix, casting for you today, this BO3. We will meet again soon for yet another playoff match. This was ESEA Season 57, Open 10, and I thank you for watching.
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it and my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, what they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that contour, the hood call it Luda yak. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down, like strippers' booties go. My verses still be serving, tight like a million virgins. Last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South's champion. Cause all I do, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there. Swerving in my low.